Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Code Man Movies. Did you miss me? I know it's only been like 4 hours since the last video. I am recording this immediately after doing that last video, though. You probably didn't even watch that last video yet, did you? No, it's only been up for 4 hours. I mean, if you did, thank you, though, for watching that video. I hope you like, share, and subscribe because we need 78 subscribers by the end of tomorrow because that's my goal, and I want to achieve my goal, and goals are dreams, and blah, 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 blah. Who the hell else cares? Anyways, guys, my last video I talked about some disappointing movies of 2022. We're going to get into the big list now. We are going to get into the top 10 worst movies of 2022. My last list, the disappointing one, was not in any kind of order. It was just kind of movies that I felt were just disappointing. This one is in order. This one I have carefully crafted and constructed in an order. It's not the correct order by any means, probably. I'm probably wrong in so many different ways, but you know what? It's my list, and it's how much I hated hated these movies. It's how much I hated these movies. And it's in the order that I like it, and if you don't like it, well, I'm sorry. I hope you'll get over it. Or if not, just do what I do. Get some alcohol. And I'm definitely going to need alcohol for this one, because the worst movies, and just some of these are not good. Now, I already had some of this, so I'm not going to go too crazy. There's still a shot left. I'll save that for my brother. Yeah, guys. Top 10 worst movies of 2022 for me. I think I've watched 107 movies that came out in 2022 this year. There are some that I, of course, did not watch specifically for this category because, you know what, I don't necessarily want to watch bad movies. There was some bad horror movies that came out. Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something that was absolutely terrible from what I heard. What other movies are ending up on this bad list? I don't know. There's a couple other bad movies people are talking about. I haven't seen them. I don't want the ice cube. I want the ice cube to stay in there to keep my drink cold. So yeah, guys, this is us discussing top 10 worst movies 2022. First one being Jurassic World Dominion. Now, I enjoyed Jurassic World in 2015. I did not enjoy Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in 2017. However, that was 2018, not 2017, I think. I could be wrong. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because guess what? It's a pile of crap. The end of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, though, gave me hope. Why? Because we have dinosaurs coexisting with us. And Jurassic World Dominion is going to take place a few years after. So we are coexisting with dinosaurs. Right? That's what this movie's going to be about. It's going to be such a great plot. Wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. This movie is about locusts. There's really not all that much dinosaurs in this movie. This poster is a lying sack of garbage. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I count right? Almost 10. Oh, there's some in the background. There's like 10 dinosaurs on here. Those things are in the movie for about 20 seconds each. This movie was about bugs. And not only was it just about bugs when it had such an interesting premise it could have had, but they brought back the legacy characters. They brought back Jeff Goldblum and Laura Dern and what's his name? I forget. They brought back Jake Johnson. I don't remember him even being back. Sam Neill, that's his name. What is Jake Johnson? I don't even remember Jake Johnson being in this movie. That's how much I forgot this movie. That's how bad this movie is, guys. You have such a good cast. Such a good cast, guys. It's so simple. Not simple, but you had it set up. Just use that. Instead, no, it was about locusts and Apple, essentially. Because Apple's essentially the bad guy here. Steve Jobs is the villain. He's literally dressed as Steve Jobs. Guys, just what a disappointment. If this is the final Jurassic Park movie, I kind of hope it's not. Or you know what? I kind of hope it is. There's not much more you can do with this crap. Yeah, this movie was such a disappointment, guys. Just such a disappointment. And it's just bad. It's bad. The script was bad. So bad. Why did we bring a legacy cast back for this? They have nothing to do. You make Steve Jobs the bad guy. What were you thinking, Colin Trevorrow? Because I think he wrote this too. I'm moving on. That's what I'm doing. Number 9, guys. That was number 10, by the way. Number 9, White Noise, a movie I saw recently. Couple people have this in their top 10 list. I think it is on Netflix like today. I saw this in theaters a couple weeks early while I was in South Carolina. This movie was boring as hell. For some reason, it's obsessed with Hitler and Elvis. The script is so weird. It's almost like Shakespearean, but it's not. It's just weird conversations that sound like they're asking questions all the time, even though they're not asking questions. But it sounds like they're asking questions. I know some people really enjoy this movie. I found this movie to be absolute, utter garbage. I thought the acting was terrible. The writing was terrible. This movie's not funny, even though it's trying to be funny. It's all over the flipping place. I don't know what is going on. One minute it's like a disaster movie. The next it's like a family drama. The next it's like a husband and wife drifting apart. What the fudge was with this movie? And Noah Baumbach movie. The last movie he made, Marriage Story, was in my top 10 of 2019. I really enjoyed Marriage Story. Depressing movie. I haven't even gone back and watched it. It was so depressing. But it was such a great movie. So beautifully acted and everything. And then he did this movie, and it's absolute garbage. And I feel sorry for his wife, too, because she got roped into this crap, too. Do not like this movie at all. I don't even understand why people would like this movie, but film is subjective. So if you did like this movie, congratulations. I'm so glad that you liked this movie. I found it to be a pile of crap because it's so boring. So boring. Oh, this movie. What a waste. I had to pay for this one, too. This is like a $10 movie I paid for. 2.5 hours of my life I ain't getting back. Next up, Moonfall. I know some people like this one as a guilty pleasure kind of thing. Personally, I'd rather just watch Independence Day. Roland Emmerich film, good cast. I mean, you had Halle Berry, Patrick Wilson, Josh Bradley, Michael Pena, Charlie Plummer. I can't read that. Donald Sutherland, Kelly Yu. I mean, a good cast. The script terrible though. The plot weird and very well. It was something. I'll say that. Special effects were not good. It literally was repeating things that other Roland Emmerich films were doing with cars and such like that. Just what a disappointing movie. The idea is interesting enough that the moon is coming into the Earth and going to destroy the Earth kind of thing. Interesting idea. What they did with it, though, just did not work. It's not I just this movie drove me nuts. I was so glad I was the only one in the theater watching this, I think, because pretty sure I was just making noises the entire time. It was so stupid. Just a terrible, terrible movie. When did this come out? February. Wow, it's been almost a year. I don't remember much about this movie. I just remember it was bad special effects. The acting was fine-ish, I guess. There's some positives about it. That's my number. What is that? 10, 9. That's 8. 8. That seems high. I guess there's just a lot more movies coming up that are worse than that. Like number 7, The Man from Toronto. I've never really been a Kevin Hart fan. He's the same person in every single movie. And this movie is just Kevin Hart is a normal man who gets mistaken for a hitman because, yeah, that could happen. Woody Harrelson's good in this movie. It's not funny, though. Just over-the-top ridiculous. So many conveniences in this movie. Bad kind of a movie. I did not like this movie at all. I don't remember much about it. I remember he was supposed to take his wife on some kind of romantic trip or something, and then that's when they find him in the cabin that he wasn't supposed to go to because he went to the wrong address or something. I don't remember. It is such a bad, forgettable movie. It came out in June, and I don't remember what happened in it. Less than 6 months ago. That tells you something, doesn't it? You guys are seeing a little bit of Cody today because he didn't feel like putting on clothes. So once again, Cody's in his underwear. He's nothing but his underwear this time around, just in a bathrobe. Goody for you guys, right? Next up, guys, The Bubble. A movie directed by Judd Apatow, the man who gave us 40-Year-Old Virgin. And instead, he gave us a pile of shit this year. This movie is about people filming a movie during COVID. Great cast: Keegan-Michael Key, Pedro Pascal, Fred Armisen, his wife, Carrie Ann Gillan. I mean, what the hell? This movie was so bad. I don't remember anything else about this movie. I remember it was taking place during COVID, and they were filming a movie in this bubble, and they all had to be stuck together. I remember Miley Cyrus's Heart of Glass popped up in the movie, and I went, hey, that's Miley Cyrus's version of the song. Anybody else remember what happened in this movie? Because I certainly don't. It came out on my birthday. Well, 6 days before my birthday. Happy fucking birthday to me. You want to move on? Because I want to move on. Me time. Hey, guys. Kevin Hart made another cameo in this top 10 list, and that was like what? Hold on. So we had 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, not even 2 spots away. He's back. Good job, Kevin Hart. This time with Mark Wahlberg, and from the director of I Love You, Man. A good movie. What happened? I honestly do not remember anything about this movie. I think Kevin Hart didn't want to do anything, and Mark Wahlberg was his childhood friend, and he was like awesome and just willing to do everything. So Mark Wahlberg makes him get out of the house and do stupid shit. Anybody else remember what happened in this movie? I really don't. I don't know what else happened in this movie. A lot of stupid stuff. Something with a turtle, it looks like. I don't remember the turtle. Anybody else remember the turtle? This movie came out in August. I don't remember it. I just remember it being so bad. On my ratings on Letterboxd, it's like a 1, and I'm pretty sure I would have given it a 0 if I could have. Just a terrible movie. Just a terrible, not funny movie. There's nothing worse than watching a comedy that is not funny. This one was not funny at all. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I'm just going to drink. Oh, good golly. Next up, Firestarter. Guys, do you remember that a Stephen King movie came out this year? I certainly did it. I forgot about it. Zac Efron was a dad, and Zac Efron just clearly did not care while making this movie. I'm going to zoom in a bit so you don't have to see as much as my chest. You know, I'm lazy, but I'm not going to kill you guys by showing you my half-naked body. Well, pretty much my entire naked body, considering I'm just wearing underwear. Firestarter was such a pile of crap, guys. Zac Efron just was phoning it in, getting a paycheck. I guess this movie is very different than the book. I have not watched the original. The original isn't rated very well either. What a weird ending. I remember that. It just kind of ends. And this movie is like 20 minutes longer than the original, so they added stuff to it that just didn't need to be there. And when did this one come out? I don't even remember this one coming out. Was it March, April? I don't know. I just know it's not good. It's not good. And it came out on Peacock the same day, I think. And just talking about it is getting me tired. So we're moving on. Speaking of another movie that came out on April 1st to ruin my birthday, Morbius. What a pile of shit. Trailers have been leading up. And again, that was 4. This is 3. Number 3. Wow, that's high for Morbius. I don't remember much about this. I remember terrible visual effects. I remember trailers forever on this movie. And all this Spider-Man teasing and blah, blah, blah. Matt Smith is dancing around in this movie, wishing he could get out of this movie. What's his name? Tyrese Gibson, is that it? I don't know. Tyrese is in this movie. That guy. That Tyrese, I think that's his name. Maybe I'm drunk and I don't remember his name anymore. I remember he's in the movie and he sucked. It had nothing to do. That guy, he's in the movie too, and I don't remember what he did. That girl like became a Morbius by the end, a villain. I don't know. I remember the weird end credit scene that felt like a cologne commercial in a limousine with Jared Leto, and then it went to Michael Keaton, which I don't even think it was Michael Keaton in the Vulture suit because his mask never comes off. But the Vulture's there, and he's like, I think I'm here something to do with Spider-Man or something, and they're trying to tie this into Spider-Man, but it's not going to happen because this movie bombed. And then I remember them trying to re-release it because, like, oh, it's so bad, it's good. No, it's not. It's just bad. This movie sucks. This movie is a flaming pile of dog shit. Did not like this movie one little bit. It is so bad. So flippin' bad. I don't remember much about it. Good God Almighty. Jared Leto went from being the Mario and all the Gucci to this a piece of crap. That's all I have to say. Going on to number two. Number two, guys, did you know there was a Cheaper by the Dozen remake this year? Yeah, there was. It came out in March, and it was garbage. Complete garbage. So much politics in this Cheaper by the Dozen movie. Zach Braff is supposed to be the dad. Let's replace Steve Martin with Zach Braff. Woo. It was an interracial family too. There's lots of politics and crap. Not funny. Not funny at all. Not really heartwarming at all. I don't remember. Again, guys, I don't remember anything about this movie. That's the other thing that sucks. I mean, yeah, it was almost a year ago, but still, I remember nothing except that it was not funny, that it was not heartwarming, just a big pile of dog crap. That's all I remember about it. And there's a dog on there too. Poor dog. Oh, there's a couple dogs. I spy with my little eye dogs. Make room for family. Oh, screw this shit. I hated this movie so much. Which brings me to my number one movie. Is it a surprise? I don't know. Is it a surprise? No, not really. Because, guys, it's Pinocchio. The live action Robert Zemeckis Pinocchio. You have Robert Zemeckis, the guy who created Forrest Gump and Castaway, making a live action Pinocchio movie. And wow, this movie's bad to the point that it even has a big pile of poop in the movie. That's how bad it was. Instead of drinking beer, they're drinking root beer. And the movie ends with Jiminy Cricket going, oh, well, maybe he became a real boy. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Tom Hanks' Geppetto is the best part, I guess, which was why I gave it a 1 star. Yeah, animation looks weird. Story is so it just how do you ruin such a perfect story? Thank you, Guillermo del Toro, for giving us a real Pinocchio. I don't remember much about this one too. I remember it was like the week before my vacation, like the day before my vacation, maybe, that this movie came out, and I watched this pile of garbage. Such a bad movie, guys. It is so bad. Come on, Robert Zemeckis. You can do better than this. You really can. And we got this instead. Oh, guys, what a flaming pile of dog shit this movie was. I just, there's weird songs. Tom Hanks has a song which he's talking, not singing. This movie makes me want to puke. It kind of does. I'm sad now, guys. I'm sad. I'm going to take a little bit. And then I'll be happy. Put on some clothes. And then we'll talk about the top 10 best movies. That'll be tomorrow, probably. Yeah. Well, guys, that's about all I have to talk about top 10 worst. These movies just made me angry. They made me so angry. And just awful. Why? Why do movies like this exist? Why do they want to hurt me? Why? Anyways, guys, I want to get up to 80. So 80 subscribers, by the way. So if you would like, share, subscribe, I promise you, after in 2023, I will not ask that till December of 2023. That'll be the next time I ask you. So just, do it for me. Please, 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 please. So we get up to 80 and I can make that goal and feel happy about myself, what I'm doing in my life. And I also forget all these movies by the time that happens. So please do all that. I will see you guys very soon. I'll have probably 3 videos up tomorrow. Whew. These 2 videos are up today. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Wonderful, well, New Year's is not quite yet. This is New Year's Eve, I guess. Have a happy New Year's Eve. I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. So have yourselves a good one. We'll see you next time, guys.